1 million, 2 million, 3 million. Comments are turned off. There is a problem. Let's figure out this problem. You hear me? Okay. It says I'm mute. I see Zev. 2 million. There we go. 3 million. 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. Here we go. Let's get started. Give me 1 second. Let's see, Zev. Do you hear me? Hear me? Do you hear me? Guys, is the microphone all good? Does everyone hear me? Can you guys please? Perfect. Perfect. I see it. Okay, guys, listen, today we are talking about a new opportunity a project that I've been working on with my father for a little while. It's called Moneyhand. And honestly, guys, I'm absolutely mind blown with what's going on. This is your reliable path to financial freedom, guys. All right, in the real estate market where you can make some passive income. All right. Now, the slide here. Listen, guys, 95% of people, they lack savings. Not only do they not make passive income, but they also lack savings. They live paycheck to paycheck. And most people, they talk about passive income, but really, what is it? What is passive income? How passive can it actually get? And how can I partake in passive income? That's the question that most people have, right? 90% of people, as you see here, are dissatisfied with their income. Guys, and this new opportunity that we're going to talk about in just a moment, it's called Moneyhand. So it has to do with money and passive income, all right? So let me know if everything is good, if everyone sees me, hears me, and then we're going to move on. Everything is good? Everything is good. Okay, guys, vacations are also rarely taken from people. Why? Because they're tied down to an office. They have to work in a particular location, and they can't go out and travel the world. They don't have passive income, guys. They do not have passive income. And today, we are going to tell you how you can generate some passive income. Okay? So our company mission is to have 1 million investors. That's why I did the 1 million, 2 million, 3 million test. See if everyone hears me. And we're going to build a community of 1 million investors that each have at least $1,000 per month passively. Okay? Now you guys are wondering how we're going to do that. And I'll let you know in just a moment. Don't rush. Just wait. Okay? So we are going to do this by partaking in the residential real estate market. All right. If you look here, these are real statistics. You can fact check me. Okay. The amount of real estate that's in the world is close to 500 trillion. Cryptocurrency, the whole market capitalization of all the cryptocurrency in the world is only 2 trillion. The cash is 7 trillion, gold 8, and the money that are in bank accounts today, to this day, is $100 trillion. Why is it that there's 5 times more money in residential real estate rather than it being in people's bank accounts? Because that's how 90% of people become millionaires, is real estate. That's also a fact, right? Most people, to get rich, they invest into real estate. But there's some drawbacks in this market. There's high entry barriers, and it's very, very hard legal procedures to go and buy a property, paperwork, and most people, the average person, doesn't know how to do all that stuff. It's also very hard to diversify because you have $500,000 or $100,000, you buy a house in New York, and anything can happen, right? There can be a war, it could be a tsunami, it could be a hurricane, an earthquake, anything can happen if you own one property, okay? Once again, high entry barriers, high entry levels. To buy real estate nowadays, it's super expensive, but you have to buy the whole entire property. That's what we're changing. We're allowing you to fractionally invest into real estate. And I'll explain what that means in just a moment. Okay. So like I said, in order to buy a property nowadays, you need $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 to get involved in the real estate market. 90% of millionaires become millionaires with real estate, but they have capital to start with. Now we were thinking, how can an average person that doesn't have this much capital also get his hands on some real estate properties? And that's where we came up with fractionally investing into real estate. Okay. move on here. I don't know why the slides aren't working. Let me know if everyone hears me. Let me know if everything is good. Let me know if there's any questions. I'm reading the chat. Everything is good to go. All right. So our solution is that anywhere in the world, people can acquire a piece of real estate property for as little as $15. That is fractionally investing into real estate. I'll explain it in just a moment, just so you have an understanding. Right now, there's a stock market. Apple, Google, Microsoft, Berkshire Hathaway. There's all these companies that go IPO. And when they go IPO, the companies get broken down into many shares. Now, you being an average investor, you can purchase 1 share, 2 shares, 3 shares, even half a share of this business. But there's no such a sort of stock market for real estate. What was relevant in 1930 and before that to buy real estate is the same thing nowadays. You have to go buy the whole entire real estate property, go find a tenant and do it all yourself. What we're creating is a stock market for real estate investing. One property is going to get broken down into many shares, and you can invest into this one particular property for as little as $15, purchasing 1 share, 2 shares, 3 shares, however many shares you like. You can invest 1,000, 2,000, and you will hold your proportion, your percentage of this property alongside many other investors. Okay. Now, how did my father come up with this idea? All right. He was actually in India, and my father, we'll talk about him in just a moment. He owns a chain of sushi restaurants. So he came to India and he's like, I can't sell these guys sushi. What can I sell these guys? And he's like, okay, everyone has an iPhone. Everyone has $15. How about I allow people to invest into real estate for as little as $15? And now it's coming to a realization. And this is why I have been super, super stoked about this opportunity, is because, wow, everyone can make passive income in the real estate market. Everyone knows that real estate is the way to go, but they just cannot get involved because they don't have the capital to get involved. Now you don't need much capital. You can diversify yourself across the whole entire world. $1,000 in Tokyo into one particular property, $1,000 in Italy, $1,000 in New York, $1,000 in Miami, and you throw it all over the place, and you take an average ROI of whatever, 7 to 10% a year. So it solves all of these problems right here, all of the bad things when it comes to real estate. The fact that it's high entry barriers, right? Complex legal procedures, because we take care of all the filing and the legal procedures for you here at Moneyhand, and difficulty in achieving diversification. All of those 3 problems get solved with this one thing called Moneyhand. All right, let's keep it going. How does our product work? Okay. First, you register via referral link, your email, your username, just like if you were to open up Robinhood and create an account. It's the same thing. We're working on an application as well, so it's super user friendly, and you could use it just like Robinhood. You select some sort of listings. There's a whole 200, 300 properties to choose from. You scroll. I like this one in Miami right here. It has a 5% return on investment. There's already someone living there. Great, let's buy $15 worth. You keep scrolling. Oh, I like this one in Italy right here. Let's invest $1,000 into this one. And you own your portion of this property. Everything is done through cryptocurrency. Everything is tokenized. So you'll load your account with USDT, and you'll go ahead and buy your proportion of this real estate property, however much you want. Okay. Most people, they look at the stock market and they don't understand what they're buying into. Right? They look at Apple. They're like, okay, I'm going to buy a percentage of Apple right now, but what really is Apple doing? How do they make their money? It's super, super simplified with real estate, because you see the photos of the real estate property that you're buying. You and many other investors are going into this property together, and you know exactly what you're getting yourself into. Okay. As soon as 100% of the lot amount is raised, that's when we establish all the legal entities and transfer the ownership to you, whatever portion you own. It's 2%, 3%, 4%. Let's say a house is worth $500,000. We will put it up on our marketplace. People will start investing, putting money into there. As soon as $500 a lot is built up, each and every person will get their ownership rights to however much percentage they own of this property. Okay, everyone understood? This is how the product works. All right. Our advantages. I mean, we're in the residential real estate market. I don't have to talk much about why this market is an amazing market. Residential real estate, everyone knows that it's amazing. That's why there's $500 trillion in residential real estate compared to $100 trillion in people's bank accounts. All right. This solves all of the drawbacks that we previously saw with how residential real estate investing is nowadays, and we're becoming fractional with a minimal entry barrier. We take care of the end-to-end documentation, all the legal stuff. We take care of that for you. There's risk diversification. Like I said, you could invest all over the world. We have a very, very strong management team, constant customer support, and there's an educational program as well where we teach you the financial literacy behind real estate. Excuse me, guys. And there's also a partnership program. All right. And we are going to talk about this partnership program in just a moment. And I'll give you a couple of examples. I don't want to take up too much of your time. Let's try to fit it in for the next 15, 20 minutes, and I'll discuss everything. It should take no longer than that. But this partnership program is something that really blew my mind, because with real estate nowadays, there's something called real estate agents, and there's something called real estate brokers. Okay. Every single time these real estate agents and these real estate brokers execute a transaction, they take home their commission. Now, we were thinking, how can we instill this same exact system? How can we also have brokers and agents pushing fractionally investing into real estate? Now, we discussed everything about fractionally investing into real estate. If someone is unclear about the things that I said, we can have a personal conversation and I'll break it down to you a little bit more in detail. It's fine if you didn't grasp everything. But we also wanted to incorporate real estate agents, where these agents are going to go out to their community and say, hey, you could now fractionally invest into real estate. You can now buy $1,000, $500, $2,500 worth of a property and own your percentage of it. And these agents, they're also going to take home a commission. Okay. First of all, before we talk about the partnership program, we're going to talk about why this is relevant and why fractionally investing into real estate is something that's trending. Now, here's a competitor of ours. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Arrived Homes. They have somewhat of a similar business model, almost identical, but I still think that we're better. They're essentially a marketplace where people can fractionally invest into real estate. And believe it or not, Jeff Bezos, he actually invested $75 million into Arrived Homes, and he's a partial shareholder of this holding company. That's how much Jeff Bezos, for those of you guys that know Jeff Bezos, he's one of the richest guys in the world. He believes in this opportunity of fractionally investing into real estate. Okay. Now, what's our difference with Arrived? What's the difference with us and Arrived Homes? Look, they have sorry for my language. 369,000 investors, registered investors. I think that we're going to have more. Give us 2 years, we're going to have way more than that. They've been in business for a little while now. So with Arrived Homes, you could actually invest a minimum of $1,000. We are allowing our investors to invest as little as $15, guys. $15. There's 1,000, 15. Their homes are only in the United States. We're doing it worldwide. Worldwide. Everywhere in the world, you could buy property using moneyhand. All right. Their Arrived Homes only in the United States. Now, aside from the minimum check and the $15, they only sell turnkey properties. What do I mean by turnkey? Okay. Turnkey is you buy a property and the next day you collect rent. Everything is renovated. The property is ready to go. There's someone already living there. You buy the property, you collect rent. That's turnkey. We are not only going to have turnkey properties on our marketplace, we're also going to have development, which is us buying a piece of land and building something, a whole building, and also redevelopment. Redevelopment is us buying a distressed property, rehabbing it, and then putting it up for rent. Okay? So it's a little bit different. I think that we are going to hopefully Bezos also invest into us. I think he will. Maybe we're going to charge him a little bit more. Okay, so listen, we take care of absolutely everything for you. Remember how we talk about passive income? It's completely passive. We find the apartment for you. We secure the best kind of finances behind that apartment. We make it possible for you to buy a share for just $15. We'll get the apartment in order. We'll find good tenants. We'll operate it for you. We'll do absolutely everything for you, truly passive, giving you passive income. Okay. Like I said, turnkey, which is ready to move apartments, where you could see a 3 to 10% annual return when you invest your money. Then there's buying and refurnishing apartments. That's the redevelopment. And then there's building new properties, which is the development. Arrived Home only does this right here, and only in America. We're doing all three worldwide, guys. Worldwide. Okay. Let me know if there's any questions so far. So here, I'm going to talk about the team real quick. Once we finish talking about the team, I will dive into the partnership program because I know that's something that interests you guys. How can I also be in this mission with you guys? How can I work with you guys? How can I be an agent? How can I be a broker? I will let you know in just a second, right after we talk about the team. So my father, Alex, he is the founder of X100 Holding. He has 1,700 restaurants in 15 different countries with 10,000 employees under his staff, annually turning over $200 million. So this guy is a monster when it comes to operations. Trust me, the business is in good hands. He obviously has experience when it comes to running businesses. Please, guys, try opening up a restaurant anywhere in the world, in one particular, in your city, and tell me how hard it is. This guy right here, I don't know how he has 1,700 of them. All right. So he's also a founder of a business school. He has over 100,000 students that graduated his business school. And he's the author of 7 books about business and leadership, speaking internationally in different conferences all over the world. We're in Turkey right now. On October 13th, there's going to be a seminar for 4 days in Antalya. For those of you guys that want to come out, let me know. I'll share all the details with you, and we'll get going. You could see this guy with your own hands. Luckily, I don't know, God willing, God kind of made this guy my father. So I'm very, very appreciative of it, that I could learn so much from this amazing guy right here. And one of his co-partners is Rinat. Rinat is a professional fundraiser. So we know that when it comes to selling these investments and raising capital for these investments, we are in good hands with this guy right here. He's also a speaker. He speaks all over the world. Amazing guy. You guys will meet him very, very soon. Finally, here we are, partnership program. Okay. So first, I'm going to give you guys an example for you to grasp what this is. And then I'm going to explain it in a little bit more detail. So with the residential real estate market, you can be a real estate agent and you could be a broker. To become a broker and get your broker's license, you need 2 years of being an agent and invest money into the license, of course, buy the license, go through the education, and then you could become a broker. So typically, real estate agents, they go and they work for brokers, and they typically split the commissions with those brokers up until they become a broker by buying the license. And then they could have agents under them. And the agents will go out and sell, and this broker will collect a commission every single time his agents sell. So it's the same thing with this partnership program right here. So there's 5 different licenses that you can get, and each of the licenses unlocks certain percentages for yourself to make on the real estate deals. And how much can you make? We'll talk about that in just a moment. All of these licenses also come with its own educational program. Okay. So there's a $60 license, $150 license, $600 license, $1,500 license, and a $3,000 license. And each of these licenses will unlock commission points for yourself. For this one, it's 3%. Now this one unlocks like 4.5%, and then so on and so forth. Okay, we'll talk about that in just a moment. Here is what comes into the $60. I can read all of this, but I could also explain it very, very briefly. Aside from the license and aside from you being allowed to sell our real estate properties all over the world, you also get education with that. So we're teaching you the fundamentals of cryptocurrency and basic cryptocurrency operations for you not to lose your funds carelessly. We're introducing you to the product of fractionally investing into real estate, the types of different availability properties that we have and the differences of them. basic financial literacy and basic sales skills. Next, $150 program. Everything that's involved in the first program, we're going to also teach you negotiation fundamentals, real estate evaluation, the algorithm for selecting attractive properties, and advanced financial literacy training. Now, in the $600 program, everything that was involved in the last two, plus how to build a personal brand online on social media, how to successfully close and conclude deals, and a financial mindset. Okay? Leader, this package is called Leader. It's a $1,500 package. Everything that was involved in the other packages. We are also doing group mentoring from the top leaders. So you guys are going to have access to a group of all of the people that have this program and all of the top management of this company. How to build a truly intensive network and open new regions and speak to more people, and leadership course. And the VIP. All right. Everything that was involved in the others, with the opportunity to join the Leadership Council, the opportunity to receive a bonus from the global turnover, participation in quarterly offline events. You can meet me, you can meet my father, you can meet Renat, all the other co-founders, all the top management, and you can participate in these monthly live events. Okay. Now, here's one thing. Here's a promotion that we're doing real quick. I'll try to fit this in the next 10 minutes. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. I know those of you guys are falling asleep. Wake up. It's going to get good right now once we start talking about the money that you can make with the partnership program. All right. If you buy any license and within the first 30 days, you bring in over $7,500 in real estate investment, you receive an upgrade to the $1,500 program license on our company's expense. We take care of it for you. We on us. It's on us, guys. All right. And if within the first 30 days you bring over $15,000, then we'll upgrade you to the $3,000 package, allowing you to unlock more commission points for yourself. Okay. It's a great promotion, guys. So, poof, here we are. Referral bonus. Okay. So with the turnkey business model, where if you were to go out as a real estate agent and you were to sell this to one of your potential investors, someone that you have in your community, there's up to 5% that we can make if we sell turnkey models. All right. And this 5%, think of this 100% into 5%. So the property cost $100,000. We take 5% of $100,000, which is $5,000, selling this property as an agent. And depending on which level you have, this 5% will be distributed like this. So if you have the $60 license, you can only make 30% of 5%, which is 1.5% of the money that you raised. If you have the second level, which is $150 license, then collectively you can make 55% of 5%. Okay. And so forth. And it gets deeper and deeper with the licenses that you have. You unlock more percentage points for yourself. Now, for the development and for the redevelopment, renovation and development, we can make up to 10% on all of the money that we bring in. So if a property costs $100,000, if that's the amount of money that we're raising, the agents take 10% home, which is $10,000. All right. And then these $10,000 will be distributed amongst these levels, depending on which licenses that you have. Like I said, $60 license, you only take 30% of 10%, which is 3% on all the money that you bring in. And so forth. Once you unlock more of the licenses, you have more and more percentage points, guys. Okay. I know I went quick. I know it may not all be putting together in your head. There may be some questions, and that is completely fine. We're going to do this presentation over again in the next couple of days, as well as me and you guys can have a personal conversation where I answer all of your questions. Anything that's unclear will be super clear for you. I guarantee it. All you guys have to know is that if you become an agent, you will make a lot of money with us at moneyhand. You will go out and you will be a real estate agent for fractionally investing into real estate. There's so many real estate agents out in the world. There's so many brokers, but they do not go around with pieces of the property. They go around with the whole entire property. Who wants to buy this cow? Who wants to buy this cow? We're walking around with pieces of the steak, selling steaks to everyone, making the same commission points as an agent. All right. Not only can you make money as an agent with us, if you decide to generate passive income for yourself, if you invest into these properties on your own, you will make passive, truly passive income in the real estate residential market. And you could invest as little as $15, which is the great part. Okay, moving along. Also, if you and your agents bring in $100,000 collectively, you get a bonus of $1,000. The next $100,000 that they bring in, collectively 200,000, you get another 1,000. And there's bonus structures. If you and your agents bring in $6 million, you get a bonus of $30,000. All right. So remember how I said there's a broker, there's the agents. When you buy the $60 license, you only become an agent. Once you upgrade, you already start having a business under you. You can start hiring agents under you, taking commission points every single time they close a deal as well as executing some of your own deals. Great. Moving along. Now, this is actually insane right here. So, since we're a startup, we are raising capital for the main company. So we're selling shares of the main company. Okay. What does that mean? That means you can also be a shareholder of this operation called moneyhand, as well as moneybox, the construction company, the renovation company, the property management company, and everything that goes into this main holding company that we call Nuki. Okay. So you can also be an owner alongside my father and Rinat and me and all of the other partners, buying a percentage of this main company that has all of these operations under them. What are the operations? We have a construction company, we have a renovation company, property management company, the real estate marketplace that I'm telling you guys about, moneyhand, and so forth. Okay? You guys can be a shareholder with us. All right. This is only super limited, honestly. We're raising $12.5 million. And once that is raised, we are going to no more shareholders coming in until we go IPO and until we go into the stock market. And then it's going to be a lot more costly for you guys to become a shareholder. Okay, guys? And that is that. That is the presentation. Okay. So there's a little bit more stuff here. This stuff I will discuss over the next meeting. I don't know why this screen is white. I'll discuss over the next meeting. Also, for those of you who are going to hop on a call with me, one-on-one call with me, I will also let you guys know about the more in-depth bonuses. All right, guys. So this is the company of your dreams. Now, I am here for the next 5 minutes. I can answer any questions that you guys have. If everything is understood for everyone, please leave a thumbs up. I'm just opening up here just so I see the questions that are coming in. All right, guys. If everything is understood, leave a plus, leave a thumbs up in the chat. I hope you guys enjoyed the presentation. I hope everything is clear. And if everything is not clear, that is completely fine. Most people do not understand it on the first time. They get the concept, but they don't understand the details. You could join the next presentation. You could watch the recording over again. There's going to be a recording that we'll send out to everyone. And it looks like the comments are turned off. So people are trying to comment, but I cannot see them. So for those of you guys that did not understand or had a grasp or understand partially, that's fine. We'll do another presentation. You guys can watch the recording over again. And we could also do a personal one-on-one call where I will explain you everything. I will keep explaining it to you guys until you understand, because this project right here is a revolutionary project and it's going to change the world. I guarantee you guys. And I'm super, super stoked about it myself. And until you guys have this same energy and same enthusiasm about this property, I won't give up on you guys. I'll keep letting you know the details. I'll keep answering all of your questions. I'll keep showing the presentations till everyone understands everything. Okay, guys? Thank you so much. Thank you. I enjoy seeing you guys on the next webinar, on the next meeting that we have. For those of you who want to do a personal conversation with me, we can arrange that. Shoot me a DM. And we'll get going. Welcome to the company of your dreams, guys. Let's go. All right.